Countdown begins in Aiken, where 3 people were shot after a high school basketball game last night. Investigators say the victims are expected to survive. Public safety officials tell us that a 15-year-old boy was arrested before the basketball game. Police say an administrator at the school thought they saw a gun on the teen and alerted authorities. A gun was found and the boy was transported to a detention center in Columbia. Investigators are looking into whether or not the teen is connected to the shooting that happened after the game. News Channel 6's Ann Maxwell joins us with the latest details.
So around 9 last night, officers responded to a fight as people were leaving the game between Aiken High and South Aiken High.
The annual basketball game between the Aiken High School Hornets and the South Aiken High School Thoroughbreds is always a big night. But this year, the night ended with gunshots striking 3 people, all of whom are expected to live.
I was completely shocked. I've been an Aiken resident my whole life and went to South Aiken High School, and you read about things like this happen in other communities and see it happen in other communities, but you never assume it's going to happen somewhere as small as Aiken or as close-knit as Aiken is.
It happened around 9 Friday night. Security was ratcheted up for the big game with 6 Aiken public safety officers watching over a crowd of nearly 1,000 people.
At the end of the game, as everybody was leaving the game, the officers working the game started moving toward the area of a disturbance when a couple shots rang out. And as they approached the scene, they saw an individual on the ground.
That individual was a 45-year-old woman who had a gunshot wound in her thigh. Soon after, police were notified of a second victim, a 13-year-old girl who had been shot in the lower leg and had fled to a nearby fast food restaurant on Whiskey Road. Then, about 15 minutes after that, investigators say a third victim, a 19-year-old man, was at the hospital with gunshot wounds to the hand and leg.
I'm wondering what's going to be the next step. You keep seeing more of this happening, so what's going to be the next step that they ensure our kids' safety?
In a press release, Aiken Public Safety says officers followed numerous leads and suspect descriptions trying to find whoever did this. But as of Saturday evening, they had neither identified the shooter nor recovered the weapon.
Odenthal says police believe all the victims were shot on the South Aiken High campus, and that's on East Pine Log Road. And if you have any information in this case, you're asked to reach out to Aiken Public Safety or Crime Stoppers of the Midlands. We'll post those numbers on our website, WJBF.com. Back to you, Mike.